Good clinical practice. Definitions: a standard for the design, conduct, performance, monitoring, auditing, recording, analyze, and reporting of clinical trials that provides the assurance that the data and reported results are credible and accurate, and that the rights, integrity, and confidentiality of trial subjects are protected. Good clinical practice is a set of internationally recognized ethical and scientific quality requirements which must be observed for designing, conducting, recording, and reporting clinical trials that involves the participation of human subjects. Compliance with this good practice provide assurance that the right, safety, and well-being of trial subjects are protected and that the result of clinical trials are credible. Purpose of GCP: to harmonize the regulations and guidelines for the drug development. Participants: regulatory agencies, industry representatives from Europe, Japan, and US. Goal: to remove redundancy, duplication since development of review process. For new medical product, the data should be demonstrated: safety, quality, efficacy. Process: the developed guideline where applicable for drug, biologics, medical devices. Approved by ICH member. Adopted by national regulatory authorities. 1948 Nuremberg Code, 1961 Thalidomide XL USA, 1962 USA The Drug Amendment Act established the IND procedure, 1964 Worldwide the Declaration of Helsinki for protection of the trial subject, 1968 UK The Medicine Act for the control of clinical trials and product marketing, 1976 Germany The Drug Law, 1978 USA the FDA GCP established, 1986 UK the ABPI guideline issued, 1989 Nordics GCP guideline established, 1991 France decree giving bonus praxis clinique legal force, 1991 European Community EC GCP guideline operational, 1991 Australian GCP, 1993 WHO GCP guideline, 1997 the ICH guideline on GCP operational, 2000 worldwide the DOH Declaration of Helsinki amended, 2005 EU the GCP directive, 2005 WHO Handbook for GCP guidance for implementation. Nuremberg Code: required is the voluntary, well-informed understanding consent of the human subject in a full legal capacity. The experiments should aim at positive result for society that cannot be procured in some other way. It should be based on previous knowledge that justifies the experiment. The experiment should be set up in a way that avoid unnecessary physical and mental suffering and injuries. It should not be conducted when there is any reason to believe that it implies a risk of death or resemble injury. The risk of the experiment should be in a proportion to the expected humanitarian benefits. The risk of the experiment should be in proportion to the expected humanitarian benefits. Preparation and facilities must be provided that adequately protect the subject against the experiment risk. The staff who conduct or take part in experiment must be fully trained and scientifically qualified. The human subject must be free to immediately quit the experiment at any point when they feel physically or mentally unable to go on. Likewise, the medical staff must stop the experiment at any point when they observe that continuation would be dangerous. Declaration of Helsinki. Research must conform to scientific principle, protocol and independent ethics committee, supervision and conduct of trial by suitably qualified person, objectives and possible benefit balanced against risk to subject, privacy respected and minimal physical and impact on the subject, informed consent. Good Clinical Practice (GCP), an international ethical and scientific quality standard for designing, conducting, recording and reporting trial that involves the participation of human being, public assurance that the rights, safety and well-being of trial subjects are protected, result in incredible data, consistent with the Declaration of Helsinki. 13th principle of GCP. Clinical trials should be conducted in accordance with the ethical principle that have their origin with the Declaration of Helsinki, that are consistent with GCP and the applicable regulatory requirement. Before the trial is initiated, foreseeable risks and inconveniences should be weighted against the anticipated benefits for the individual trial, subject and the society. The trial should be initiated and continue only if the anticipated benefit justify the risk. The right and safety and well-being of the trial subjects are the most important consideration and should prevail over the interest for science and society. The available clinical and non-clinical information on an investigational product should be adequate to support the proposed clinical trial. Clinical trials should be scientifically sound and described in a clear, detailed protocol. The trial should be conducted in compliance with the protocol that has received a Peer Institutional Review Board (IRB), Independent Ethics Committee (ICE) approval, favorable opinion. The medical care given to and medical decision made on behalf of subject should always be the responsibility of the qualified physician, or when appropriate a qualified dentist. Each individual involved in conducting the trial should be qualified by education, training and experience to perform his/her respective task. Freely given informed consent should be obtained from every subject prior to the clinical trial participation. All clinical trial information should be recorded, handled and stored in a way that allows its accurate reporting, interpretation and verification. The confidentiality of the record that could identify the trial subject should be protected, respecting the privacy and confidentiality rule in accordance with applicable regulatory requirement. Investigational products should be manufactured, handled and stored in accordance with the applicable good manufacturing practices (GMP). They should be used in accordance with the approved protocol system with procedure that assure the quality of every aspect of trial should be implemented. Respect for person, beneficent and justice. Key points to make sure the study is approved by an IRB: get informed consent from the patient, be sure that patient understand the full extent to the experiment, and if not, contact the study coordinator. Make sure the patient wasn't corrected into doing the experiment by means of threatening or bullying. Be careful of other efforts of the clinical trial that was not mentioned and report it to the properly study coordinator. Support the privacy of a patient identity, their motivation to join or refuse the experiment. Ensure all patients get at the least minimum care needed. Respect for persons, protecting autonomy of subject, treating subjects with courtesy and respect, allowing for informed consent. Beneficence, the philosophy of do not harm, maximize benefit for the research project, minimize risk to the research subject. Justice, Ensure considered procedure are administered fairly. Fair distribution between burden of research, that is cost, benefits of research. Justice. Ensure considered procedures are administered fairly. Fair distribution between burden of research, that is cost, and benefits of research. Common Rule 1981 describes the types of research subjects. Define key terms such as research, human subjects, and minimal risk. Sets fourth requirement for IRB membership, review procedures, criteria for approval, list required for informed consent. Overview of clinical research process include development of trial protocol, development of standard operating procedures, that is SOPs, then development of support system and tools. Selection of trial sites and the selection of properly qualified, trained and experienced investigators and study personnel. Ethics committee review and approval of the protocol, review by regulatory authorities, enrollment of subjects into the study include recruitment, eligibility and informed consent. Investigational products include quality, handling, and accounting. Then trial data acquisitions, conducting and trial, safety management and reporting, and monitoring the trials. Managing trial data, then quality assurance of trial performance and data, reporting the trial. WHO principles for GCP. Principle 1 Ethical conduct. Research involving humans, including scientifically sound, in accordance with Declaration of Helsinki. Overview of ICH GCP. What is ICH? The International Conference on Harmonization of Technical Requirement for Registration of Pharmaceutical for Human Use is unique in bringing together the regulatory authorities and pharmaceutical industry of Europe, Japan, and the US to discuss scientific and technical aspects of drug registration. What is ICH? Since its inception in 1990, ICH has gradually evolved. ICH mission is to ensure that safe, effective and high quality medicine are developed and registered in the most resource efficient manner. How did it evolve? The need to harmonize public disaster, serious fraud and abuse of human rights, trials of war criminals, Nuremberg Code 1949, Thalidomid's Declaration of Helsinki 1964, Balmont Report 1978. History 1962 US FDA IND Guidelines 1964 Declaration of Helsinki 1968 Committee on Safety of Medicine UK 1978 GCP US FDA 1991 GCP Europe 1996 ICH GCP 1997 ICH GCP Guideline. When did it begin? First confirmation in 1990 in Brussels, three region participant representative from industry, academia and Ministry of Health. ICH parties, 6 parties, EU, then EFPA, that is European Federation of Pharmaceutical Industry Association, MHLW, Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare Japan, GP, JPMA, Japan Pharmaceutical Manufacturer Association, US FDA, PHRMA, Observe, WHO TPP Canada, International Federation of Pharmaceutical Manufacturer Association. Aim of ICH: unify registration requirement for new products, reduce medicinal product development cost, more economical use of animal, human and material resources, accelerate medicinal product licensing time, avoid repeat testing in different regions, increases patent protection times through reducing delay in licensing time. ICH represents 17 countries comprising 15% of the world population, 90% of the US, 320 billion global pharmaceutical sales of the year 2000. Key objective to discuss and define the minimum standards for the development and registration of investigational product. The results, many guidelines made, most important ICH GCP guideline evolved in several steps. Consolidate guideline ICH E6 September 1997. ICH guideline, for example, efficacy, clinical trial, etc., safety, pharmacovigilance, adverse drug reaction reporting, quality in that raw material, impurities, residual solvent, etc., multidisciplinary involving common technical documents, electronic submission, coding system. Principle of ICH GCP. Clinical trials should be conducted in accordance with the ethical principles that have their origin in the Declaration of Helsinki and that are consistent with GCP and applicable regulatory requirements. Before a trial is initiated, foreseeable risks and inconveniences should be weighted against the anticipated benefits for the individual trial subjects and society. So, the trial should be initiated and continue only if the anticipated benefits justify the risk. The right, safety, and well-being of the trial subjects are the most important consideration and should prevail over interest of science and society. The available non-clinical and clinical information on an investigational product should be adequate to support the proposed clinical trial. The clinical trial should be scientifically sound and described in a clear, detailed protocol. A trial should be conducted in compliance with the protocol that has received a peer institutional review board, independent ethics committee approval or favorable opinion. Harmonization would lead to a more economical use of human, animal, and material resource and the elimination of unnecessary delay in the global development and availability of new medicines while maintaining safeguard on quality, safety, efficacy, and regulatory obligations to protect public health. The medical care given to the medical decision made on behalf of subject should always be the responsibility of a qualified physician or when appropriate a qualified dentist. Each individual involved in conducting a trial should be qualified by education, training, experience and to perform his and her respective task. Freely given informed consent should be obtained from every subject prior to clinical trial participation. All clinical trial information should be recorded, handled, and stored in a way that allow its accurate reporting, interpretation, and verification. The confidentiality of record that could identify subjects should be protected, respecting the privacy and confidentiality rules in accordance with the applicable regulatory requirement. Investigational products should be manufactured, handled, and stored in accordance with applicable good manufacturing practices (GMP). They should be used in accordance with the approved protocol. The system with procedure that assure the quality of every aspect of the trial should be implemented. GCP in India. The main regulatory laws operating in India are the Drug and the Cosmetic Act 1940 and the Drug and Cosmetic Rule 1945. Schedule import or and export and manufacture of new drugs and clinical trials. The latest amendment in Schedule Y says clinical trial sponsor is responsible for implementing and maintaining quality assurance system to ensure that clinical trial is conducted and data generated. So documented and reporting in compliance with the protocol and the GCP guideline. Thank you.